All right, happy Monday, Inspire Beauty. We are diving into a month-long series. And before I do that, before I explain all of that, I want to do a little bit of recognition as we dive into a fresh month. It is a Monday. It is a June 1st. Like, it is a new season. We're in the summer. Triple threat. Now is the time when you can cultivate energy surrounding people getting started with you. These are the people that created waves in May, not just in their businesses, but in other people's lives by simply extending their hand out and saying, hey, I'm doing this thing. I get these results. Let's go. Right? Do you want to do it with me? Annie freaking rocked it last month, and she recruited so many coaches. She's inches away from diamond. Leah, so proud of you. She hit emerald this last month too. Amanda, still crushing it. She hasn't missed Success Club yet this year, you guys. Shelly, also on fire. I love seeing her, just consistency, right? I see Leia on the board, who we haven't seen on the board in a while, and that has been a treasure, just seeing somebody come back that hasn't been working the business, and all of a sudden, because of quarantine, is able to just reach out to people and say, I have a solution. Like, just let's make the best of this time, right? And Sarah freaking holding it down. She had a challenging month. You guys, you're going to want to hear from these people. You're going to want to hear from these people because success leaves clues. So tomorrow night, every first Tuesday of the month, is our Success Leaves Clues panel. And it's when I take our SC leaders from the previous month and I interview them. And these ladies are ready. They already have their questions in hand and they're ready to pour into you tomorrow. So set your reminders for 5:30 Central Time. Those ladies are going to express to you everything they did, despite challenges, despite obstacles, despite being new, despite being older in the business, like more longevity in the business, all the things they're going to share with you guys, their secrets, okay? And then also super pumped, Kristen, Andrea, Gina, Nikki, Nicole, and Heather all on the board as well. 36 lives changed. And you guys, I think back in time, the biggest month we've ever had as a team was in August of 2018. We had 41 lives changed. And in July of 2018, we had 39. So those are our top two. So this is the third most, I guess, lives changed in a month. Guys, take this into June and run with it, because I want to blow past. First of all, I shouldn't have a stat 2 years ago that's higher than like now, right? Like, our team should so be leveled up beyond that. And so I take ownership of that. Let's do the dang thing. Like, let's not ever let our team dip below this number ever again. Wherever you hit this last month, challenge yourself to go more. Challenge yourself to ride it higher, okay? Next, May Team Challenge. This is what I was trying. Okay, Amanda didn't get on here twice. Do you guys see Amanda's face twice on here? Son of a biscuit. You guys, this is what was going slow on my thing and it never refreshed. That should be Miss Ashley Merks right there, not Amanda twice, even though I love Amanda double, but that shouldn't be her face twice. Congrats, you guys. I was picking the top 5 point earners from our May Team Challenge. You guys, these are outstanding numbers. Leah was 1,519. Kristen was just behind her with 1,377. Amanda was just behind that with 1,225. Fourth place was Annie with 1,190 points, and Ashley had 1,062. Andrea, you know what? I'm in a freaking good mood. Is Andrea on the call tonight? I don't see her on this little thing. Is she on the call tonight? You guys see her? No? Yes? No? Yeah? Okay, Andrea, I'm in such a freaking good mood. You were just behind Ashley with 1,028. I'm gonna add you in. Everyone gets a car. It's not really a car. Your prize is coming. And I'm gonna throw Andrea into that, because Andrea, you had over 1,000 points too, and I just think you had a phenomenal month as well. I loved watching you guys push last month. All the things outside of your comfort zone. I really hope, though, that you take what you did in May and you keep doing it, right? You just keep doing it, because the things that you did in May to move the needle forward, they weren't just for that month, and they weren't for one purpose. They matter to this month too. So whatever you leveraged last month, continue doing that. Okay, coming in June, this month, you guys come in next week, Weekender Kit. I posted about it on the team page. And then later this month, Salted Caramel Shakeology. Make sure you're starting to tell people about these things. I know personally, I will always add a weekender kit to a Shakeology Challenge Pack order. Hello, upsale, right? I'm going to always add this weekender kit. It's like $24.95 for a customer, and it's 18 something for a coach. So what I'll do is anytime I set up a Shakeology Challenge Pack after June 8th, I'll tag this on and I'll say, hey, I just want you to know that I know you got a Shakeology Challenge Pack. I wanted to share like all of my favorite things in one little kit. And feel free to take it out of the cart, but these are literally my favorite things that I do before, during, after workouts, and when snack sit-ins happen, right? And so literally give them a sample of the things that maybe they're not buying in bulk, so they can then decide if they want to get more later, right? Okay, SC reward, don't even regard this. You guys, let me just delete that slide. Your reward is not Shakeology. This is out of control. We talk about failing forward all the time. I hope you can see that this is good. This is a good moment. Let's just dive into the content, shall we? I will announce your Success Club prize at a later date for hitting SC in June. You guys, this month we're going to be talking about kind of what it takes to be successful. Not in just your business, in business metrics, because there are metrics to this business, right? But in life, like to feel fulfilled at the end of the day, to walk away from your Beachbody business and feel fulfilled. Like that's what I crave for you guys when it gets hard, when life gets hard, when Beachbody gets hard. I don't want you to just have this be the thing that goes to the back burner, because for you, it feels like this fills you up so much, you can't possibly put it to the side. Does that make sense? And it's done that for me in my life. And that's my like encouragement right now that I want to pay forward to you guys, is that like, this is the thing that kept me afloat in my most challenging times. In this business, I've had loss. In this business, I've had moments where of great joy, right? I've planned a wedding in this business. I've moved across the country multiple times in this business. I built a freaking house during this business. I got a dog during this business. We lost Charlie's father in the middle of this business. Like, we've done hard things and we've done amazing things, and we've simultaneously allowed this business to be a catalyst of growth and fulfillment for our life, right? Not this thing that just goes to the back burner when life gets hard. So we're going to talk about what it takes this month. I'm going to break things down week by week because I want to spend some time on each. So tonight I want to spend time on mindset, and the rest of the month we're going to talk strategy, okay? Because I believe that a positive mindset is very important for your business, but also a disciplined routine and like proper skill and strategy is also important to this business, okay? So we're going to talk about both, but tonight we're going to start with mindset. I want to give you 3 scenarios here. And maybe I can increase the size. Oh, let me just hide our little faces for a second. Okay, let me increase the size of this a little bit and see if this helps. Whoa, that's too much there. Hoss, bring it on back. Okay, this is better. I used Karen. I don't think there's anyone named Karen on our team. If there is, I'm so sorry, Karen, about this. It's not you. This is a made-up Karen, okay? But I use Karen for all 3 scenarios because we're not going to be like Karen, you guys. We're not going to be like Karen tonight, okay? Karen number 1 has a bad month. Her boyfriend breaks up with her, and because she loses focus, she misses Success Club. She loses sight of her health and fitness goals also, and her mindset is right where it started. This is a scenario I see all the time. Take out boyfriend and replace something else that's going to cause you to lose focus. And I see it happen to our coaches on our team all the stinking time. Just because one thing happens in your life, Karen, doesn't mean that your health and wellness has to suffer, right? And that your mindset also has to go down the dumpster with it. That doesn't have to happen, okay? That's a choice. Karen number 2 sets the goal to hit diamond by the end of May, but she misses the goal. She throws herself a nice pity party and decides that because she missed the goal, she's a failure, and so she's going to quit trying. I see Karen number 2 happen all the time when people will miss the mark on something. You guys, that's part of the process. I can't tell you how many missed marks I've had in this business, right? Okay, I'll tell you a current one. I firmly believed that by Summit 2020, which, you know, we're not physically walking stages, but by Summit 2020, I believed that our team at this point would be at least 3-star, because last year we walked the stages 2-star. I believed we'd be at least 3-star. If there was a live summit, we wouldn't be walking the stages 3-star. Does that mean that just because I haven't hit that I should quit and stop trying. No, it just means my goal is taking longer than I originally anticipated, right? So stopping the things that get you to the goal, well, that's a recipe for disaster, Karen, right? So don't be like Karen. Karen number 3 is doing all the right things, and she's getting results. She's pouring into her tribe on social media, and she's showing up to her tasks daily, basically her tracker, right? Okay, but still nothing, no traction. And so after a month, she realizes that this must just not be meant for her, right? She's not made for the business, and she quits. And I see this happen a lot. I see Karen number 3, the person that's trying the things, but they're not getting the outcome they desire. Maybe it's Success Club, maybe it's, somebody to join their boot camp, maybe, it's someone to take their stinking poll. I don't know what Karen desires, but ultimately they give up because other people aren't grabbing onto what they're doing. I want you to see in each one of these scenarios, these people are taking themselves right back to where they began. And it breaks my heart time and time again when I see a coach go so far to try new things, to get out of their comfort zone, only to go for a goal, a big goal, only to talk themselves and their mindset and their belief system back down to where they were when they first started. Every single one of you guys joined this team for a reason, and your reason was enough to say yes. So why is it when stuff gets hard sometimes we decide, you know what, I'm just going to default back to that zone? It's your comfort zone and it's not serving you, right? Okay, we're not going to be like Karen. So the mindset is the root of everything. And this is going to be one of these reflection kind of nights. So make sure you have pencil, paper in front of you, because I will give us some time to jot some things down, because I really want you to take these things personally, because your mindset is very personal. It's deeply embedded in all the limiting beliefs you've been told your whole life, on your past experiences and circumstances, where you presently are in your current situation. Like, it's all molding the people you surround yourself with. It's all shaping your mindset, okay? And like, we're fighting the good fight every day here, like on Team Beachbody, to like be chain breakers, to not be held down by our past, right? To be different than maybe our past was, right? So let's reflect for a second. I'm going to ask some really tough questions here to kick off. And you can just jot down yes or no, or mentally answer them. These are not answer in the chat types of questions. So do you believe in this moment that you can help and mentor others, whether it's on their fitness journey? Do you believe you can help people start a program and finish it? And you can even take it a step further and ask yourself, do you believe you can help mentor others to do what you're doing as a coach? Just a yes or no in your head or on paper. Next one. Do you trust that you will achieve your goals? So whatever your goals are for June, hopefully you've taken some time to think, what do you want to achieve this month? What's the next thing for you? Where are you going next, right? Do you trust that you can and will achieve those goals? And then, do you believe you could create your own success? If I walked away today and you had no upline coach and the team page went dead and you had to just build it all yourself, do you believe you could create your own success in this business? And then why or why not, right? So like, if you said yes, that you believe you can help and mentor others, why do you believe that? Like, what about you do you know to be true that you believe, yes, I know that I can get somebody started and help them on their journey and have them see results? I know, I'm confident in that. If it's about the business, you know what? I'm confident I can enroll somebody to join our team and show them what the tools are to be successful and duplicate success and have them mimic what I'm doing. Why do you believe that to be true? Or why not? Probably if you're telling yourself that you don't believe it's true, it's probably because you haven't seen it happen or manifest yet. And so you don't have physical evidence and proof, right? But you don't need physical evidence and proof to have faith and belief in something, that one day it'll pan out that way. What you tell yourself is what will happen. So I know, like, we're here at the top of the month. It's June. I'm sure, like, we looked at that SC leaderboard and it was really awesome. 36 lives were changed. People at SC, you know, this and that, and awesome. But everybody woke up this morning back at 0, didn't we? And we're back at 0 for how many lives we've changed this month, right? So what are you telling yourself? What's the narrative? Are you saying, oh, I'm back at 0. How the heck am I going to find 3 more people? I know I've told myself that in months before. I don't tell myself that anymore. Now I say, oh my gosh, like, it's a fresh opportunity for me to fill up new energy in my boot camp. And there are motivated women out there who are ready for change that I'm going to help this month. That's what I tell myself every day. There's motivated women who are ready for change. That's what I tell myself. And because I tell myself that, that's what happens is I start getting motivated women who are ready for change in my inbox, right? You got to flip the script. I also want to say that in terms of mindset, only you can save yourself. If you're waiting for somebody to come be a hero and swoop you off, like, I've just been struggling lately, I've been really struggling, there's no one that's going to pull you out of your struggle. And I mean this with so much love, but like, you got to just pull your dang self out because you know you're worth it, right? So if you've been sitting back and struggling with something, stop struggling. Like, the best way to get out of those zones is to physically, like, peel the thighs off the seat, you know, off the leather, right? You physically have to, like, get unstuck. You got to do that and move somewhere else. So if you are like, I'm just so inconsistent with my power hours, but you've spent every day in May scrolling social media and you could tell me what happened in my story this last weekend, well, that's a problem. If you know more about my life than you know about people hitting, like, about other people's lives and their goals for, you know, what they want to do in their wellness journey, that's a problem, right? You're scrolling too much. So you've literally got to pick yourself up. Oh crap, I'm watching stories again. Instead of watching stories, I'm going to set a timer and I'm going to connect with people for 20 minutes, right? I'm going to be intentional. You physically have to do it. Also, welcoming constructive feedback. I think this is challenging because in this business, we like slumber party together. If you've ever been to a live event, it's like, it's a sisterhood, right? And I see you guys as family to me and as best friends. Like, some of you I've never even met in real life, and yet I still feel such a connection to you because we know each other's stories and journeys, and that's just what I love. I love that connection. But it can get challenging because this is also a business. And so when somebody wants to give constructive feedback to you, are you welcoming it? And are you taking action on it? If somebody were to tell you, you know, your lighting is really bad in your pictures and that's maybe what's causing people not to want to follow your page, are you willing and open to trying out presets or figuring out how to take better lighting photos, right? Are you welcoming constructive feedback, or are you letting that hold you back, right? And then again, you choose what you believe, no matter the resistance. I've had coaches quit this business. I've built coaches up to diamond who walked the freak away without a word out of their mouth, right? Like, I've had people cancel on it's the best day of my life, and then I get a coach cancellation come through, right? I've had the worst things happen. And no matter the resistance, their walking away doesn't stop me from what I want to do and what I believe to be true about this business and the potential and where our team is going. So you get to choose what you believe, no matter the resistance you face, okay? So your mindset, you guys, is the root of everything. Let's talk numbers. Couple personal gut check questions, and you can look at your Instagram right now. Open up your Instagram for me to your page, your profile. Do you have a fresh transformation in your last 9 pictures or posts? If you don't have a fresh transformation in your last 9 pictures or posts, that's an issue, right? Because we're showing people our transformation. We're showing people our journey. And if they're missing a transformation, if they're missing an opportunity to learn what this is doing from then till now, you're doing your community a disservice, because that's how we inspire hope, guys. Physical proof, social proof, evidence. And if you're like, Brittany, I don't have my own transformation, number one, this is the month you get it. But number two, we just shared a bunch of transformations on the team page last week. Take your teammates' transformations and say, this is what we're doing in our community. Who needs in, right? Ride the coattails of other people too. But do not hide behind that, because what I like to do is I like to put up my transformation and then swipe over and you can see other people's, right? And so you need a fresh transformation. Next, how have your eating habits evolved lately? Have they? I know for me, it's always been like, I love Atomic Habits, that book Atomic Habits, because he talks about stacking habits as this whole idea of like, you do one good thing, like you figure out how to lace up your sneakers, you guys. You don't figure out how to run a mile, you just figure out how to put your shoes on. And once you got the habit down of every day when I wake up, I put on my sneakers, I wake up, I put on my sneakers, I wake up, I put on my sneakers, I wake up, I put on my sneakers. And once you know how to do that, okay, put on your sneakers, walk out the front door. Okay, wake up, sneakers, front door. Wake up, sneakers, front door. Once you know how to do that, okay, go to the corner. Wake up, sneakers, front door, corner. Wake up, sneakers, front door. And you just stack the habits, right? Our world lives in this whole like mentality that it's like, I just need to go all in. And most people fail miserably when they dive all in and like shock their system. It's like diving into a cold pool, right? And we see it time and time again with New Year's resolutions. I feel this way about eating. I think it's like an all or nothing mentality sometimes for people, that if I'm just going to dive all in with like chicken and rice and broccoli, and then I hate it because it's like cold water, right? And on a cold day. And so I go back to where I was. Instead, what I like to do is I like my eating habits to evolve. So at first it started with almond milk. Instead of regular cow's milk, I swapped it out for almond milk. Then I realized I was putting way too much sugar in my coffee. But I couldn't drink my coffee black. So what I would do is I took the sugar out, but I kept the sugary creamer in it. Okay. And then once my palate got used to that, I took out the sugary creamer and I put in vanilla almond milk. And then once my palate got used to that, okay, now I took out the almond milk and here I am at coffee black with nothing in it. I didn't go from here to coffee black overnight. I stacked habits. So where in your eating do you need to stack habits? Where can you evolve? Challenge yourself. Because we know that our results happen in the kitchen. Yeah, that's where our results are able to be visible then. Are you a billboard? Here's the next one. Are you a billboard for workouts, or are you my go-to inspo for all things health and wellness? A billboard for workouts looks like I'm on my story in the morning, every morning like clockwork, and I'm going to show you my workout, and then I'm going to go away for the rest of the day. And I might pop back in for like one little thing here or there. But in general, every day, I'm going to show you my workout, and then I'm going to hightail it out. Or are you in your story? I can't help but watch your story, because as I watch your story, I'm so inspired beyond your workout. I'm inspired because of the way you live. I'm inspired by the things you say. I'm inspired by, the things you like, your hobbies, your activities. I'm inspired by your marriage. I'm inspired by how amazing of a mom you are. I'm inspired. Like, what am I inspired by that keeps me around after you're done working out? Right? And the thing I love, because the numbers and results don't lie, is I love watching my story viewers go down. And you're like, you love watching your story viewers go down, Brittany? Yes, I love watching my story viewers go down, because it's information to me of where I'm boring my audience. It's information of where I'm losing them, yes? So every day you should be watching those story numbers as a learning tool of, okay, I started out with 100 views, and then by the next slide, I was down to 60. I lost 40 people because maybe I bored them to tears, or they just were not interested. The way people are gonna interact with your story and come back to you, you guys, is if they're inspired and interested by you. So you gotta ask yourself on a daily basis, how am I inspiring people? How am I interesting to people? Let's leverage that this month, yeah? And then this is a great one. Which end of support are you on? And I want to explain a little bit. So I could tell Amanda right now, hey, Amanda, you want to go work out together? And she'd be like, sure, let's work out together. And we would, maybe drive and meet each other in a perfect, healthy world. And we get to the gym, and we're here at Orange Theory Fitness, and we're about to take the class. And Amanda's like super excited. Oh my gosh, thanks so much, Brittany, for inviting me. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. That'll be $160. And Amanda's like, $160? Yeah, you need to, I said, do you want to work out with me? Like, now you need to pay me. I think some of your followers feel that way. Because when you're saying, hey, you want to work out with me? It just sounds like this thing, like we're doing it together, like we're just supporting each other, like high five, like, hey, girlfriend, you know, like women supporting women. There's a different type of support when I'm in a posture where I'm supporting you to hit your goals because I am an expert. An expert just means you know a little bit more than they do. So don't be like, oh God, I'm not an expert. But yeah, you are. You already know how to download Beachbody on demand, you expert you. You already know how to log your workouts and your shakes, you little expert, and you already know how to make a stinking shake. And I bet you have a really great recipe that you use as your go-to. You're an expert. If you know that much, you're an expert, right? And so posturing yourself, if I am now supporting you, you're going to want to pay me money because you want my support. But if they're supporting your business, that sounds like charity to me, doesn't it? Like, are you understanding the two sides of support I'm talking about? There's the one side of support where it's like, we're just some friends supporting each other. And in the beginning stages of your business, that's A-okay. You should be reaching out to your closest dirt list people to say, will you support me? I just started this thing and I'm trying to get good at it. Will you please support me? But there's a shift that I think a lot of us on our team need to make because we haven't run out of warm market. It's not that we've run out of our warm market. It's that you haven't postured yourself as the expert to support other people. Yeah? And so that's a shift. Which side or which end of support are you on? Are you still begging people, will you please join my group? I'm trying to hit a really big goal this month. Or are you saying, you need my group because guess what? My girl over here just hit her really big goal this month because I helped her. And so now you need to join my group because I'm going to get you to your goals, right? There is a level of confidence we need on our team, I think, a level of boldness in what you're doing. Which end of support are you on? Okay, let's keep looking at numbers. Whew, these ones are good now. These are the real gut checks. So that was kind of a gut check in terms of your social media. Like, okay, let me reflect on my social media as we're at the top of the month here, but now let's reflect on your business. Do you have a system to track your work daily? Man, wouldn't it be so good if we had a system to track our work? Annie's laughing. Can I lay on the sarcasm any freaking thicker, you guys? Wouldn't it be great if we had a system to track our business? Okay, ready? Next question. Is it spiral bound yet? As you're like scrambling papers. No! Guys, just this last week, I pivoted my business. I gave on our business builder page. If you are not a part of our business builder community, by the way, and you're on these calls, you need to get on that page ASAP because I share more business practices over there than I do on our regular team page. But on our business builder page, I shared a brand new tracker that I love because it outlines things that I am doing on a daily basis that our one from corporate isn't putting on there, okay? And so I love it. So you know what I did? I could have said, well, you know, I printed out enough for 2020 and I got them spiral bound, so I'll wait till 2021. But that wouldn't serve my business and it wouldn't help me move forward. And this is a tool that I use every day. So you know what I did? I printed out enough to get me through the rest of 2020 and I went and I got it teeny tiny spiral bound. And the sweet little man at Office Max said, you know, I'm gonna have to charge you a little more if you want that express. And I said, okay. And it was still $4. So if it's not spiral bound, then literally get off the call right now, please. Like, do yourself a favor, go do that. Like, nothing else I need to say will be beneficial for you. Because if you don't have a system to track your work physically in front of you and professionally laid out, I don't know how to help you because you can't see where you're missing the mark, right? So now that you do have a tracker and it's spiral bound, when you look back on May, if you were to flip back the last 4 weeks, were you consistent on a couple areas? There's a couple areas that I want to know if you were consistent. Were you consistent on connecting with new people? Were you consistent on just having conversations every day? It doesn't have to be about Beachbody. It doesn't have to be about just conversations. Like, I want your inbox to just constantly be flooded. And were you consistent on inviting to your group? These are the 3 areas anyone who's achieving Success Club on a consistent basis, meaning month after month after month after month, they're doing this. Their inbox, they have a goal. Every morning I have a goal, you guys. I want my inbox to not be empty. I don't want to wake up and have no unread messages on Instagram. Those aren't people jumping in my challenge group. Those are just conversations. It's so important that you're having conversations, okay? Okay, so conversations, connections, inviting new people. Here we go. If you said yes, you know what? I freaking rocked May with that. Then these next couple questions are going to be pretty simple. They're going to be easy no-brainers. Did you achieve Success Club in May? Did you help 3 people get started with a pack? Did you have team growth? Meaning, did you grow your downline in any way, shape, or form? Whether it was in your business center, maybe you're controlling a business center. Did your team have success? Now, maybe you have a very, very baby team. And team success, you're like, well, nobody's working the business, Brittany. Okay, but are they active? Are they on their journey still? Maybe success looks like they got on a call, or maybe success is they joined me team challenge, or maybe team success is they joined book club, or maybe team success looks like they ordered McFerry Energized, right? Team success doesn't have to mean that they are like the next, top coach. But do they have a pulse, right? Like when I want to know, is my team successful right now? I got to see, do you guys have a pulse? And when I don't feel a pulse from my team, it starts with our journey, right? We've got on the back of our shirts, it starts with us, it starts with me. I got to know, what program are you doing? How's your shake? What are your goals? Where are you struggling? How's your water, right? Like I got to know the base foundation. What book should we read? Okay. And so when I'm talking about team success, does your team have a pulse? If they're all inactive and you haven't heard from them in, 6 months pre-quarantine, your team is not having success. Something I love seeing, honestly, is like I love seeing Sarah's downline get on our Friday workouts. It shows me that her team has a pulse because they love it. They like live for that stuff. I love seeing like the morning crew, the Annie, the Amanda, the Andrea, the Natalie's. Like I love seeing the pulse you guys are creating in your morning routines. That's team success. Okay. So I want, like, if you're like, well, Brittany, I don't feel a pulse right now. Success leaves clues. People like Sarah are having success with their team pulse. People like Amanda are having success with the pulse of their team and the pace of their team. So lean on them, ask them questions, study what they're doing and mimic, right? A lot of what happens on our team is because I study somebody in the network who is where I want to be, and I just mimic what they're doing in my own delightful way, of course, but I mimic, right? Because success leaves clues. Okay, numbers and results don't lie. Client success stories and transformations. Are your clients getting success? And this is the real gut check of it all. Did you celebrate and recognize this? Did you celebrate and recognize Success Club, team growth, team successes, success stories and transformations? Are you celebrating and recognizing this? Because social proof is so important. And we read in our book club this week, we were talking about even like a Harvard study on recognition and what it does to build trust in people. It's a big deal. Okay. All right. If I've kicked your dog hard enough, good. That's great. Let's move on to the next slide. Your business, you guys, is your responsibility. One of the first questions I asked is, if I walked away and our team page went radio silent and you had to just kind of start it over again, would you be able to do it? Well, the answer is yes, you would, but you'd have to take the bull by the horn. It'd have to become your responsibility. If you're not seeing, so if you're like, yeah, Britt, you actually did just kick my dog real hard. So thanks, girl. Way to kick off the week. I promise we'll wrap up on like a really happy note. But if your dog feels kicked right now and you're not seeing results that you desire, what can you do about it? What can you change? Because that's the beauty and the curse of this business is it's all your fault. And I mean that like in the best way, in an exciting way, because when something's my fault, I have control over how I can fix it, right? I can pivot, I can change, I can course correct, or I can sit back and say, it's not my fault, and I can place blame. So if you feel like you've been on that place where you're placing blame on, well, no one's getting results because they're not doing this, and no one's achieving success because they're not doing this. Well, then again, the mindset is everything. You're fostering more of what you don't want by having that mindset about it. So pivot. What can you do about it? What can you change? How can you, move forward and get the results that you desire? For me, I think the best coaches are the ones that know that this is their solution to something. For me, it was a solution to, I just felt like my life, like there was a visual when I first started coaching, and I just felt like everything was going down the toilet at that time in my life. Like I'm a teacher. Okay, I'm here, I'm doing this thing, and now what? Like I felt like there was no future for me, and everything just felt like it was slowly gonna spiral down. Like, the older I get, the worse it gets. And that's just what it felt like. And I was like, that's not why I'm here. And I had this aching feeling that I was placed here for more than what I was physically currently living out. And so this was my solution to figuring out how to live more confident, more health, more happiness, more gratitude, more faith, more real relationships that aren't built around gossip and tearing other people down, more love for people, more community, right? Like I wanted to figure out how to have more. And when you start looking at all those areas, things like Success Club, things like growing your team, things like hitting your goals, all that stuff in the business, like those like biz buzzwords, they'll come to fruition, but it starts on the inside. It's an inside job. Okay, you have to decide too what you want before success comes along. And so if you're waiting, like, I'll believe it when I see it, then it's never gonna happen. For me, a goal that is really close right now is 3-star. Our team is 9 coaches away, you guys, from 3-star. And 8 of those coaches, I have to tell you, have to happen under my mom's business center. So we actually, because you guys know, like, I control my mom's business center. I'm going to handle those 8 coaches, right? Like we'll figure out how to build her team up, get her emeralds. That's going to happen. And that's on me. So what am I asking our team? What am I asking you guys? I'm asking you guys for 1 coach. We need 1 coach to get to 3-star from you, and I'll handle the rest, right? When it comes for 5-star, we need 22 coaches. Now take away those 8 from my mom. I'm trying to do math on a Monday night. So now we're at what? 22 minus 8, we're at 14, okay? And of those 14, let's see, I'm still trying to do some more math. Okay, 12 of those 14 need to come from a coach that doesn't even really exist yet on my right leg, because on my right leg where my mom is, there's really no business builders. So I need somebody who wants to go diamond and place them on my right leg. That's where we're at. So what does that look like to get to 5-star? What am I asking you guys to do? 2 coaches. For real? Our team should be 5-star tomorrow morning. Are you kidding me? No, but like, that's where we're at. And I'm telling you guys this because I want you to know that I'm going to work my butt off for the rest of this year to compensate the 8 coaches on my mom's team that we need, and whatever I got to do to get that business builder going to diamond on that right leg so that the other 2 coaches can take care of itself on my left, right? I'm deciding that 5-star is a goal, and I'm not sitting back and waiting for it to happen. I'm working for it to happen. Everything you want in this business, you have to work for, and you have to see it first and then go for it. Everything I've decided, I had to believe I could do it, believe it was possible, and then I just had to figure it the freak out to get to it, right? So maybe that's where you're at. Maybe you haven't dreamed in a while of where you could actually go, and maybe you've dreamed it, but you don't actually believe that you can get there. And so you stopped working for it, right? It's time to put that belief back in. We're getting close, guys. I promise we're landing the plane here. Passion, purpose, and pull. This is so important. Your passion, you guys, is what caused you to be here. It's why you're on the call right now. It's why you invest in this. It's why you get on social media and try to do the things every day. It's your passion. Your purpose, you guys, is why you believe it's important to keep going. right? So your passion is kind of like what got you started in this, and your passion can be renewed all the time, but your purpose is that thing that every day when I show up and I check this off, this isn't sexy, by the way. Nothing about this. If you guys were here today on a Monday in this house with me, Frankie is bored to freaking tears. He's like, for real, Mom? That thing again? I'll be over here in my dog bed. He's so annoyed by me. You would be so bothered. You'd come here and think we were about to have a party all day while we did my tracker. No, you'd get this. You'd get me on my phone inviting people to join me because I freaking have a passion for this. And my purpose is to help other women believe in themselves, help other women step into their greatness, help make our world just a little bit brighter. If you guys haven't heard the National Wake Up Call and heard Carl Deichler speak, our CEO, speak today, please go listen to that, because he spoke about everything that's going on in the world right now and how he needs to take responsibility. And that's my responsibility. There is way too much darkness in our world, and my job is to be a little bit more light. If I could just be a little more light in this planet, a little bit more love, like I think, and I could ripple that out, man, what a purpose to fulfill, right? And the pull is that thing of like, like I just explained to you guys, 3-star, I'm pulling for that 3-star. We're so close. I'm pulling for that 5-star. Our team has never hit Premier, and our team has never hit Elite. And if you ask me right now if you think we'll hit Premier or Elite this year, I'd laugh in your face, because our team is so not close to either of those things. And I believe with all my heart it's our time to do it. I believe with all my heart that this is our year to finally hit that. Not because it matters or I'll be a better Brittany or we'll be a better team because of it or give me the status and the ribbons. Like, no, but I believe we work our butts off, and I believe a team like us needs to be recognized as difference makers. I believe a team like ours needs to be recognized that you don't have to do it like everyone else. You don't have to, there's so many people out there that I think they get to this fast success. And I think we're these tortoises that just have such a desire and a heart to serve others. And I want other people in the network to see that. I want them to see that you can be successful and still have a desire and a heart to serve, and God can be involved, and all that, right? Like I want all of that to come to fruition. That is my pull of where we're going, right? So the pull is the thing that keeps you coming back and clawing for more. So why do you coach? In the chat now, this is coming in the chat. What made you say yes to Beachbody? What made you say yes to joining? Why? What was the passion that you were searching for? What was the hunger you wanted? What made you say yes? In the chat, what keeps you close to this fire? Why did you get on tonight? What keeps you coming back to the fire month after month, week after week? What's the purpose you feel behind what you're doing right now? And that pull, share with us your next big goal. Where are you going? It doesn't have to be, I have to hit this month. I don't want it to be like, SC5 is my next big goal. Unless you've never freaking hit it, then let's go. It's time, right? But where are you going? I want it to be something like, I might not achieve it in June, and that's okay, but I'm going to get closer in June. I might not hit, 1-star in June, but I'm going to add more coaches to my team, so we're going to be a little bit closer. So where are you going? Those 3 things in the chat. What made you say yes? What keeps you close to the fire? Where are you going? I'm going to stop the share and